This is the third installment of Who the Fuck Did I Marry? He showed me a letter from Chase with the logo at the top, confirming approval for a $750,000 mortgage or house. He emphasized that we could not exceed $750,000. I asked if he could afford the mortgage on a $750,000 house, as I knew I could not. He explained that he had invested his money wisely from playing arena football. He stated he had funds to help pay the mortgage and was financially secure. He assured me this was why he was approved for a $750,000 mortgage. He informed me his money was in various savings accounts. He mentioned having accounts with Chase Bank, US Bank, and an offshore account. I questioned the offshore account, and he explained that the US imposes taxes on large sums in US banks. He claimed it was common knowledge to keep some money in an offshore account. I, living paycheck to paycheck, accepted his explanation. I confirmed he had the funds to pay for a home, holding the Chase letter approving him for $750,000. I relied on the documentation I saw. We contacted a realtor based in Cobb County, as I was adamant about moving to the Marietta-Smyrna area in Cobb County, Georgia. I owe this realtor an apology if he ever sees this story. He agreed, stating that as my future wife, a happy wife means a happy life. We met with the realtor, and I would find houses I wanted to tour. Due to COVID restrictions, we could not tour homes in person. Tours had to be virtual. We found a house in Douglasville, Georgia, not Cobb County, but I was fine with Douglasville. The realtor conducted a FaceTime tour of the house. The house was impressive, with 4 or 5 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. The home was listed for approximately $400,000. I really liked the house and could envision living there with our future child. This occurred in April 2020, for timeline purposes. He liked the house and decided to put an offer on it. He noted that due to COVID, we could not see the house in person as the family still lived there. He stated he would put an offer in to see if it was accepted. I agreed to the plan. He informed me he was putting an offer in, but I need to clarify what he told me versus what I witnessed. The realtor would call me, as he believed if the woman liked the house, it was more likely to be purchased. The realtor dealt with me more than my boyfriend, as this was April 2020, before we married. The realtor called and mentioned they required proof of funds for the offer. I was unfamiliar with the home buying process and suggested he speak with my boyfriend, as the mortgage paperwork was solely in his name. The realtor contacted him, and I assume they spoke, though I was not present. My boyfriend returned home, stating he spoke with the realtor, sent the paperwork, and the offer was approved. He mentioned they would attempt a virtual closing after an inspection. He also claimed he put down $5,000 in earnest money, transferred to the realtor's account. I accepted this, believing we would realistically move into the house by June. 3 or 4 days later, the realtor called to check on our plans for the house. I was confused, as I was at work, and stated I was told he put an offer in. The realtor was unaware of any offer. I explained that my boyfriend claimed he put an offer in and paid $5,000 in earnest money. The realtor said he would call him to clarify, as he knew nothing about it. This was a red flag. I called my boyfriend, and he became defensive and angry. He insisted the realtor should contact him directly, as he was the one on the mortgage. He claimed it would now cause issues. I asked if he put the offer in with the realtor, and he admitted he did not. He stated he put the offer in through a friend who is a realtor to give him the business. I never heard from that realtor again. I questioned whether the house was under contract. He insisted it was under contract. 3 days later, I checked Realtor.com and saw the house listed as under contract. I showed my boyfriend, and he reiterated that he told me it was under contract, questioning if I doubted him. I hesitated to admit I did not fully believe him, as it seemed too good to be true. Once I saw the house was under contract, I believed it was with him and we were preparing for inspection and moving. We drove by the house, as the family was still living there. He suggested we start looking for furniture to order, so it would be ready when we moved. He noted that furniture delivery could take 6 to 8 weeks if not in stock. He was methodical in planning what we needed to do. We visited Home Depot and Lowe's, as the seller's printout indicated they would take the appliances. We needed a new stove, refrigerator, microwave, and other appliances. This is the 4th installment. We went to Home Depot and Lowe's, where I selected appliances. He took pictures of the SKU numbers, and representatives assisted us. He explained we were buying a house and expected to close in June. He asked if we could order appliances and put a hold on them, as we were not ready for delivery. The Home Depot representative confirmed they could hold items in their warehouse, a common practice during COVID. I witnessed him pay a deposit of approximately $350 or $500 for a full set of appliances. They agreed to hold the appliances until we were ready for delivery. I was satisfied, believing we had secured the appliances. Next, we visited Rooms to Go, Ashley Furniture, and American Signature to find furniture. I selected items I liked, and he took pictures, stating he could order them online. I did not question this, as I had seen him secure the appliances. April transitioned into May 2020. This is when things became interesting. We had not conducted the inspection, and I frequently asked about the house's status. He claimed that due to COVID, they struggled to find an inspector, as the initial one contracted COVID. He mentioned a backlog of 15 houses, causing delays. In May 2020, I began recording an audio diary. Something prompted me to record my thoughts, and I saved them by date. I spoke about what was on my mind, noting a nagging feeling I kept suppressing. I reminded myself I saw him pay for the appliances and knew the house was under contract. I questioned why he would lie about something so easily verifiable. I had not caught him in other lies at that point. I wondered if I was unaccustomed to a man who fulfilled his promises. I questioned and answered myself, rationalizing my doubts. The inspection did not occur by mid-May. I discovered I was pregnant in May 2020. He was ecstatic, but I was concerned due to being plus-sized and my age, anticipating a high-risk pregnancy. I was unmarried, which caused significant internal conflict. My family was unaware he had moved in. I informed them of my pregnancy and visited the doctor, where everything appeared normal. Due to COVID, he could not accompany me into the examination room for ultrasounds or blood tests. My HCG levels were high, leading the doctor to suggest the possibility of twins, though it was too early to confirm. They provided a due date of January 26, 2021. The pregnancy intensified the urgency to secure a house. I was determined not to have a baby in Riverdale, with no offense to the area. We needed to clarify the house's status. He was proactive, providing answers for everything. He promised to call and investigate the situation. A week later, he informed me the inspection was scheduled in 2 days. I relied on his word for all this. He claimed they would conduct an inspection, and the report would detail our responsibilities. I assumed they conducted an inspection, as he showed me a report. The report noted the roof had recently been replaced, which pleased him. The house had minor issues, nothing we could not handle. He stated we were set to close by the end of May. He explained it would be a virtual closing due to COVID, with electronic signatures instead of in-office proceedings. We were supposedly set to close just before Memorial Day. A nagging feeling persisted, and I did not start packing. Anyone who knows me knows I despise moving, having done it frequently. I was pregnant, and my body was changing rapidly, leaving me exhausted. I recorded audio diaries almost daily when something felt off. I noted in my recordings that something was amiss, though I could not identify it. In my prayer closet, where I recorded, I questioned what would happen if we did not get the house. I wondered if he was lying but dismissed it, as the lie seemed too elaborate with visible paperwork. I questioned how jaded I must be to doubt what was before me.